broadcasting from Mabula, Kuwait. This is the Me and Larry reality video show, LTL. Editorial news for August 24th, 2009. Continue. I know you love this one. Well, because of the Lockerbie suspect, a free man, and let me pronounce his name because I was having trouble with his name. It's Al-Bassett Ali Al-Megradi. And right now, he's a free man. Who knows? He might can come to the United States and become a taxi driver in New York. Just imagine his name. Al-Bassett Ali Al-Megradi. He said, hey, who's that cab driver? Hey, who are you? Yeah, pull over. Oh, you Al-Megradi? Hey, how you doing? Hey, did you just blew up the passengers of Pan Am 103? Hey, you can tell me the story about it as I go to the LaGuardia Airport or JFK Airport. Yeah, right. But that'll be a funny story if he was a taxi driver. But anyway, he's a free man based on compassion grounds, and I guess they kind of rude Scottish Justice Secretary, and his name is Kenny McCaskill. And Kenny McCaskill, yeah, you know, they must have pulled it past him. And guess who could have done that? Conspiracy theory time. Does the CIA have something to do with that? The CIA, who likes to abuse detainees in Guantanamo Bay, may have something to do with that little thing with the Scottish Justice Secretary? That could happen. And then all of a sudden he's released 6 years earlier. Really? Maybe that was a dealing with CIA and Gaddafi, you know. And Gaddafi, this guy is always on a watch. And so, you know, your famous CIA intelligence agency always keep an eye on him. I don't care if he looks good in his GQ outfit, his badge all over his chest, showing off, saying, playing the music of Right Said Fred, saying, I'm a model, you know what I mean, I do my little turns on the catwalk. Yeah, you know, I can see Gaddafi now walking, and you know, with the fashion wares of, you know, the famous fashion models. Yeah, I can see Gaddafi. He's not even saying one word or two, and know how to wheel and deal. That's right, Memory UK, since you wrote to me. So I give you all the information about Gaddafi. But anyway, going back to the Scottish secretary, see, because of the dealings that was done earlier and what Gaddafi did to send those two jokers down to Scotland so they could be tried and one be put in prison, the other one be sent back 8 years earlier, that all of a sudden they have it set up where the Scottish Justice Secretary Kenny McCaskill is being now drilled by FBI. Here it is, the United States is taking the FBI and go down there and questioning Kenny McCaskill, saying, you know, first of all, they trying to look for him, and the night that, the day that he released Al-Bassett Ali Al-Megradi on that day, that night, he was getting drunk. He had that old 25-year-old scotch that he had saved up in a case of failure. And so, of course, he was all drunk with some of his friends, and FBI had to pull him to the side and say, "What happened?" "I don't know, Daddy. That guy, he's found out in a medical report that he had prostate cancer, and they say let him go. Let him go, man. I don't know about that lad. I ain't so mad. I ain't gonna pick a fight." He almost did. But anyway, here he is all drunk, upset that night. And now, of course, he's being drilled that day in the morning, and that's Monday morning, drilled, and he was like, "All I found is it was about the medical, and it's all about the medical research that found out that he did it. And but the medical research said that he has prostate cancer, so I gotta let him go." And so I had compassion about that, and through all the compassion, I had to let him go. I'm sorry. I don't deserve to live. And so that would happen with poor Scottish Secretary, Justice Secretary, that's Kenny McCaskill. The poor guy. He can't seem to get a break. The United States is jumping on him. FBI, Scotland, United Kingdom, saying that you are the guy that released the criminal. And who knows? You know, I said about Abdel Bassett Ali al-Baghdadi is maybe just a stoolie of somebody who's covering up who's the real murderers or the real criminals. Omar Gaddafi. You don't want to give him up, so of course he's willing to give up 20 years, al-Baghdadi, just to lay back for a while. Who knows? And he made a snitch, and snitches end up in ditches. So get ready for that when you, later on, when you find out what goes on in Libya. You don't want to find out. And we'll be right back with LTL Editorial News.